Hello, amazing champions. I welcome you all to class. We'll be looking at a few topics today, but first of all, let's begin with can and may. Can means to be able to. For example, let's look at how we can use it in a sentence. Please raise your hand if you can hear me. Let's move on to may. May means to be permitted to. For example, you can use it in a sentence this way. You may leave the table if you're done eating. For more information on can and may, kindly watch this video. Have fun.
Can, may. The word can is used to express the ability to do something. For example, Ricky can skate. The word cannot is used to express something that one does not have the ability to do. For example, Nikki cannot skate. The words can and cannot are helping verbs. We use the word may to ask for permission in a polite way or to make a request. For example, may I borrow your binoculars? May I have some water? We also use the word may to suggest that something is possible. The wind is blowing hard. There may be a storm. The word may is a helping verb.
In any of the cases, the word may is a helping verb.
Welcome back. We move on to lie and lay. Lie means to rest or recline. For example, let's look at how we can make use of it in a sentence. I'm going to lie down for a few minutes. Let's look at lay. Lay means to put or place. For example, let's see how we can use it in a sentence. Lay your coat on that chair. For more information on lie and lay, ensure you watch this video. Enjoy.
Lie, lay. In this video, I will go through the difference between these two words. Lie. Lie is an intransitive verb. This means there is no direct object. Lie means to be in a horizontal position. For example, when you're resting or sleeping. Lie is an irregular verb, therefore it's important to know the different forms of the verb. The present tense is lie. The past tense is lay. And the past participle is lain. However, this isn't commonly used in everyday spoken English. Now let's go through some examples. I need to lie down. We can lie down on, in, or under something. However, we can't lie something else. In this example, I is the subject, lie is the verb, and there is no direct object. Instead, we have a preposition. The dog lay on my bed and fell asleep. He had lain under a tree all day. Another meaning of lie is to not tell the truth. This is also a verb. Lay. Lay is a transitive verb. This means a direct object is required. Lay means to put or to place something in a flat or horizontal position. For example, you can put something in, on, or under something. Again, lay is an irregular verb, therefore it's important to know the different forms. The present tense is lay. The past tense is laid. The past participle is laid. Now let's go through some examples. I lay my head on the table. I is the subject, lay is the verb, my head is the direct object. Another example is, she laid the blanket on the bed. He had laid the rug on the floor. Now let's look at the present participle form. This is the form of the verb ending in ing. Lie becomes lying. For example, the money is lying on the sofa. Lay becomes laying. For example, the chicken is laying an egg. Here we have a direct object, the egg. Therefore, laying is used. Here is a summary of the different forms of the two verbs.
Welcome back. Finally, we'll be taking a good look at sit and set. Sit means to be seated. For example, let's look at how we can make use of it in a sentence. Sit down and relax. Set means to put in a certain place. To put in a certain place. For example, set the bread on the table. For more information on sit and set, make sure you watch this video. Have fun!
Sit and set. The verb sit means to be in a seated, upright position or to be in a place. Sit seldom takes an object, and an object really means that the verb sit is not done to anything. The base form is sit, the present participle is sitting, the past tense is sat, and the past participle is have sat or has sat, depending on the subject of the sentence, if it's singular or plural. The verb set means to put something in a place. Set generally takes an object. The base form of set is set, the present participle is setting, past tense is set, the past participle is have set. So set is an irregular verb, meaning that it doesn't change form in any of the tenses. Set, set, set. The verb set has other meanings than the ones given here. For example, the sun sets in the west. In this context, set does not take an object. Now we have the two sets of verbs, sit, sat, have sat, set, set, have set. Always remember that sit, sat, sat seldom takes an object, whereas set, set, set generally takes an object. For example, let's look at sit in a sentence. May I sit here? Sit has no object. The verb sit is not done to anything. The action is not received by anything. Let's look at set in a sentence. May I set the wardrobe here? Wardrobe is the object of may set. It's the thing that receives the action. How about sat, the past tense of sit? Let's look at sat in a sentence. The gifts sat under the Christmas tree where Yondine had left them. This sentence has no object. Sat is not done to anything. Let's look at the past tense of set, which is still set. Remember, the form doesn't change. Last night, Dad set the table for dinner. Table is the object of set. What was set last night? The table was set. It's the thing that received the action. Let's look at the past tense of sit, which is have sat. The house has sat empty for years. This sentence does not have an object. It has no object. The verb is not done to anything. How about have set, the past participle of set? Zia has set the client's hair into a desirable style. Here is the object of has set. It receives the action of the verb has set. Remember, sit, sat, sat doesn't have an object, but set, set, set does. Let's practice.
Okay, we have come to the end of this lesson. I'm sure you had so much fun and of course you learned a lot. Thank you for watching. Ensure you attempt your quiz. Have a lovely day. Bye.